Hello and welcome to Season 2. We are Paul and Leah, who sailed our boat around the Pacific Islands for a time until COVID appeared. After sailing back to Australia, we are now coastal cruising. Join us as we experience coastal Queensland and don't forget to subscribe.
Looking quite beige, got me deep in the haze. There's no more compassion, no. Raise me, I need something fast, I need something to last and give satisfaction, no.
Well, we're off. We've left Bundaberg Marina and we're heading towards Lady Elliot Island. Only light breezes at the moment. We're just motoring out the channel here. Still cold, but it's sunny. It's clear sky. We've got all this black stuff all over the boat. It's from the they've been burning off the cane, the sugar cane, just behind us in the marina, and it's all over the deck. All that stuff. It'll blow away. That's actually the old marina at Burnett Heads, which isn't used anymore. Well, there's a few boats in there. I think they're just local boats, but I don't think you're actually allowed to. They're supposed to be building a brand new marina complex there called, I think it was called the Gateway Marina. There's plans, so I think the land around it and the harbour itself has been bought. I haven't really looked at it, but it sounds like a pretty big development. And then that's the marina that we've left, Burnett Heads Port Marina. Bundaberg Port Marina, I think it's called. What's that? It's a big log.
Our intention is to sail through the Capricorn Bunker group of islands and reefs, which lie roughly 40 miles east of the mainland. We will make stops at Lady Elliot Island, Lady Musgrave Island, Fitzroy Reef and Wistari Reef, before the final destination at Great Keppel Island.
We've gone about 10 miles, we've got about another 30 to go to get to Lady Elliot Island. Still only light winds, we've got about 8 knots on the southeast, south-southeast. So we're just motor sailing, we've got the main and the Genoa up, and we've got the engines running just to give us a bit of speed. About just over 6 knots. Should be there sometime this afternoon. Cargo ship going past. The thing is, because the winds are quite light, the mainsail's blanketing the head sail, so it keeps collapsing all the time. So I've put another line out there and tied it back to stop it collapsing altogether. Known as a barber hauler. We did have a couple of dolphins off the bow a minute ago, but it's like they've disappeared now. So we've got about 10 miles to go. That's Lady Elliot there, so 10 miles to Lady Elliot. We've had the engines off the last couple of hours and we've been sailing, so we've got about 13 knots now. From the east it's swung around a little bit. We're not doing too bad here.
Lady Elliot Island is a coral cay and the most southerly located island on the Great Barrier Reef. within a highly protected green zone and sanctuary for over 1,200 species of marine life, being very well known for its abundance of turtles and manta rays. There is an eco-resort here which has been family run since 2005. There is a landing strip on the island, so people are able to fly out from the mainland to enjoy holidays and world-class diving and snorkeling. Lighthouse Bommy is a cleaning station for manta rays on the southern end of the island. In 2007, Project Manta was set up to investigate the population biology and ecology of manta rays in eastern Australia, as very little is known. The project encouraged divers to upload photos and videos to their website for identification and data purposes.
Can't really see it in the video, but it's a very brilliant red sky. Good morning, it's Friday morning. We left Lady Elliot about an hour ago. We just motor sailing, we just got the one engine on and both the head sail and the mainsail up, trying to get some power into the batteries. And we're heading for Lady Musgrave Island. It's about 20 miles between the two islands. So we left an hour ago, so we should be there in a couple of hours. Just 10 knots basically from the southeast. Usual trade winds, quite light. Yeah, making pretty good speed with the one motor ticking over. And that's Lady Musgrave there, and that's Lady Elliot back there. It's a bit grey and overcast. It's been like this for the last few days. We haven't seen a great deal of sun. Oh, as I've said that, it's just come out. A little bit of sun over there. Anyway, we'll have a further look when we get into Musgrave. Show you what Musgrave looks like. That's Elliot in the distance there. We've got about 4 miles to go to Lady Musgrave Island. We'll go round the top here, and the entrance is about there. This island over here is Fairfax Island. Got a bit of current running here. Speed's down to about 3 knots going through here. I've got the engines on full. This is the tricky part going into this entrance.
There was mining of guano taking place during the 1890s, and it's thought this is when the entrance to the lagoon was dynamited. Lady Musgrave has a coral cay inside the protected lagoon. The island is built entirely of coral polyps and is covered in Pisonia trees and pandanus trees, which the white-capped noddy terns nest in. There are also silver gulls and black-naped terns. It's an important nesting ground for green turtles and also some smaller loggerhead turtles who lay their eggs between November and February. It's possible to camp on the island, but you have to bring everything with you. There's no resort here.
So we left Lady Musgrave Island about an hour and a bit ago. We caught it on slack tide coming out. It's low, just after low tide. That's Hoskin Islands over there on our starboard bow. We've got about 15-16 knots from the southeast, which is pushing us along nicely. We still haven't made our minds up where we're heading for. We're either going to go to Bolt Reef, which is about 6 miles away, or we're going to keep on going to Fitzroy Reef, which is about 18 miles away, I think. Yeah, so that's Fairfax Islands behind us. And to the right is where we left, Lady Musgrave. So yeah, Hoskin Islands, then Bolt Reef. That's Fitzroy Reef ahead of us. The reef is actually larger than Musgrave, but there's no sand cay there. But you can see the water breaking over the reef there. And there's actually, you can see a mast of a boat there as well in the lagoon. So there's a big lagoon inside. And there's supposed to be 3 public moorings in there, so we hope to pick up one of them. It looks like there's only 1 boat in there, that we can see anyway at the moment. Still a couple of miles away. And we've timed it right. High tide's around about 3:15, and it's 1:30 now, but we've got a running tide, so we should have a current with us going in.
Fitzroy Reef has the only naturally formed entrance lagoon on the southern Great Barrier Reef, and it's also the largest reef in the Bunker Group. After navigating around the coral bommies, you can pick up one of 3 public moorings in the lagoon.
That's Heron Island in front of us. There's a boat called the Cape Ferguson crossing in front of us as well. So we're heading between the channel of Wistari Reef and Heron Island Reef. It's called Wistari Channel. We're going to anchor at the top of that channel, just round by the reef where it's protected. At 13 knots from the southeast, it's quite pleasant, just motor sailing with the head sail and one engine going. Get those batteries up. This is the first time we've put our new anchor and bridle down. Had to soil it. We get it dirty. Wistari Reef.
So we got up at first light and we pulled up the mainsail, and then we went to bring up the anchor, and when I brought it up there was a massive lump of coral on it. So it was a bit of a problem. So we had to bang that off, and it was huge. And then we set sail, and now we're heading towards Keppel Island. And we've got the mainsail with the first reef in it and the head sail out, and we're doing about 7 knots, and we've got about 50 miles to Keppel Island, and it'd be great to get there in the light, but I think we'll probably get there in the evening, so fingers crossed. Let's see how we go.
So this is Northwest Island here. Although I've put a waypoint in there, we'll actually go to the west of that, and we'll be heading, as Leah says, we'll be heading for Keppel Island, which is over here. That's Keppel there. So yeah, it's about 50 odd mile. Yeah. So northwest, Keppel. we've got around about 10 knots from the southeast. True wind angle 140, 143. Just off our starboard beam now is Northwest Island. We've just gone past it. Oh, wave. Hitting good speeds. We hit over 12 knots going down a wave a few minutes ago. Seeing 9s, 10s all the time now, so we're going pretty fast. The sea's built up a bit. We should be in Keppel early afternoon. The rate we're going pretty good. So still going, still got good speeds, around the 8-9 knots. We've got a boat on our starboard beam called Skellum, another catamaran. He's doing about the same speed as us, might be going a bit faster actually, and he's about 3 miles away. That's him there. So we got about to our next waypoint about 15 miles, which is Egg Rock, and we're going to go between Egg Rock and Barren Island, which is east of Great Keppel Island. So over to our port bow, right in front of our port bow now is Egg Rock. That's about 4 miles away, and then the large island to the right, just in front of the head sail, is Barren Island. And Great Keppel Island is the large wide mass in the middle. So we're going to the north of Great Keppel Island. So between the north of Great Keppel Island and Barren Island, we're heading for there. Around there's a protected bay to anchor in. The sea's probably about 2 metres now. It's been overcast all day, it's been miserable. The sailing conditions have been good. Yep.
How big is your love? Tell me, how high is your patience?
Got an easy life.
Pretty perfect here. We're at the Percy Islands A-frame. It's a mecca for passing sailors. Everybody stops off here and they put up a sign if they haven't already. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time as we keep heading north. Remember to subscribe to get reminders of all future videos.
Looks like the Phantom's Cave.